The globe has taken us to Las Vegas, but for one final time, the 5 lights are on. Ahead of the drivers, it's 5 lights on, 5 out, and we're racing in Las Vegas towards the first corner of the racetrack, and it seems to be an absolute flying start by the McLaren. As into turn 1 we go. Danny inside goes to hit Hossein men and hits the McLaren, but Timmy Dimes is down into 4th, make that 6th, maybe into 5th, maybe into 6th, as Jack has lost places, and Hitman is in 4th, and it is apparently a Haas 1-2 there, but it is Gordon who has got the lead from Pablos and Hitman and Timmy Dimes, who is currently sat in P5. On the inside, the 2 Red Bull machines will go wheel to wheel. Jack and Nisev make a bit of contact there on the hard compound tyres. Side by side, the V-Cup and the Red Bull went lagging all over the shop there. I think the Red Bull of Jack is, so Nisev might be a bit worried about the Red Bull's lag. We go on the braking, hits the V-Cup in the rear, and into the wall goes the V-Cup. Nisev into the wall, and probably out of contention here in Vegas this evening. With TJ there, free abreast there into turn 2. Running outside, the Williams will try, bails out of it, then tries the up and under on TJ. We now go on the power down towards the next braking zone on the racetrack, getting squeezed to the wall. He's now got the inside line, and down the inside goes Brams on the Aston Martin, and the green machine has been passed and almost shown the wall there, as Arrow's now there to pick up the pieces and get back into where he qualified. Towards turn number 1 once again. Pablos is gaining in the slipstream. We don't really see a lot of slipstream here in the F125, but he's in the slipstream, pulling out to the inside. Gordon defends it. He then goes to the outside line. Look around the outside and into the wall goes the McLaren. Luckily, no damage. I don't think no visual damage as well. But now through goes Timmy Dimes into the top 3, and such a sudden moment of contact. Pablos put in the wall, but I don't think there's any damage on that McLaren, as back comes Hossein men going down towards turn number 4 we go. He's looking for the inside. He's diving down the inside. Is he? No, he's not. He's not close enough to make a move on the inside. A miraculous drive, but Pablos, I think, is using the battery to make sure that he can roar to the lead of the race for the 3rd week running. He tried to get it into this same corner, but we're going 3 wide into the final braking zone of the racetrack. Timmy Dimes on the inside, Pablos on the outside. Pablos has got ahead, but then on the braking into the final corner of the racetrack, Timmy Dimes will stay on board with the Haas. Now we go through this final chicane wide, goes at the Ferrari and gets 2nd place in the race on the hard tyres, but now he's going to use his battery if he is to be able to keep back with DRS on the McLaren. Gordon gets back through on the inside, and now can Hossein men make a lunge on Hitman, sorry, could he make a lunge on the inside? Almost into the back, rear locking and drifting away, and he's lost 3 places there, and as he now fallen out of DRS as we get on the power. Outside him, Dimes will try, but isn't close enough, and there goes Ollie on the inside. It will then into the outside and into the wall, and there is damage on that Red Bull. Is there damage on the Mercedes? Kevin Cow and Ollie in the wall. There's damage on both cars, and they're both going to be going maybe into the pit lane. They might all the time. Pablos will be using his battery all the time. Timmy Dimes will pull out to the inside. He had more battery and through into the lead of the Las Vegas Grand Prix he goes, and Gordon knows that Pablos is under pressure. It's down towards the final breakdown of the racetrack. Gordon to the inside, and is the McLaren going to have to concede the place. Around the outside, Pablos will try and hold this. He will start trying and keep it there, as now they're going to go side by side. Surely, do they crash? No, they don't. Gordon goes through and is ahead of Pablos, and now Gordon's going to get his foot down. He's got to use a lot of his battery if he is to get back within DRS's hips. Again, it seems, as down the Vegas strip we go. He got by Tory on the start, and at the end of the Vegas strip, he pulls out to the inside line and is now through into the top 10. And I'm going to expect this is going to be a slam dunk pass. They do not want to make it difficult for each other. But Pablos is using his battery and not really thinking of teamwork here. Or is he? They're going to keep this side by side, or they know he just decides to back out of it at the final moment. But they've got to work together. They've got the DRS swap to be able to minimize the time lost. The more they scrap, the more time they're going to lose. Does Pablos or anyone dive into the pit lane? No, they don't. But now Stephen Beecham and Arrow going side by side. But now that's going to invite Craig Conley, the 2nd McLaren, in the field. And he's spinning and almost sliding away. He was drifting. Yeah, you lose around 17.4 seconds. But now to the inside line, Pablos will go and is now through on Gordon, and Pablos is into the top 4, net P2 in the race. We know the battery difference. We know how much more Pablos can gain compared how much more Gordon can gain. It's into the wall for the 2nd time. This Seb there is off This is off at the same corner for the second time in this race, and Gordon is going to bet past 1 and get by 2, and has Stephen Beecham manoeuvred a strategic master plan, sitting inside. Gordon will go, and now I think he just backs out of it. Maybe what Stephen Beecham did wasn't right. So down the Vegas Strip we go. Gordon's using his battery. Will Pablos defend this? Race leader is going on for another lap. Down the inside, Gordon will go. Almost contact between the Sarah of him, and almost contact again. But Gordon thinks better of it and does bail out of that. And now Hitman is thinking to try and go on the pounds, and he's going to make Gordon's life even more difficult here. They're going to run side by side round their final corner. This is such high speed here, and now he's got past 1. He's looking to get past 2 down the inside on the McLaren. The McLaren turns in, contact between the pair of them. The McLaren goes wide, and then through turn 2 and towards turn 3 we go. There is an end plate there from a Haas, I believe, but it's just sat on the racing line. Round turn 3 towards the next braking zone we go, and Hitman is gaining on the McLaren once more, but I think he's just going to set up behind us. Now here comes Gordon, past 1 and maybe past 2 down on the inside. The McLaren will go, and off into the wall goes Gordon almost. He just avoids the wall. Pablos and Hitman sail on through, and Gordon went brave, he went bold, but isn't able to make the move, as Hitman is now surely going to get past Pablos. Into the top 2 Hitman will go, and is Gordon close enough to make a move? Me Dimes is gaining on Pablos. He's gaining on Pablos. Could we now see maybe Pablos try and go for the move on Hitman? Hitman will try and defend this. Himmy Dimes knows that there's going to be a battle unfolding. As to the inside, Pablos will go. Himmy Dimes will try, maybe get the ultimate cutback. Try and get past them all. He's going to get by the Alpine now. As down towards turn 1 we go. Himmy Dimes has got the inside line. They're running side by side towards turn 17 of the racetrack on the inside. Such high speeds, and Himmy Dimes is through. He's past 1 and he's looking to get by another. Hitman will look around the outside. There's contact, and sent drifting away goes Himmy Dimes. Contact between the McLaren and the Ferrari, and Himmy Dimes is sent drifting away, but luckily for him it's not a major spin like we saw last week for his teammate Arrow. Look at this, look how slow we're all going through here. Pablos is in the driver's seat for the race win, but now Dimes has got the inside line. He's then going to turn to the outside line, and the DRS games are beginning on lap 20 or 25. I don't believe what I'm saying. DRS games on lap 25, as into the wall goes the Alpine. He's retired from the race. He's in the wall and retired from the race. It's now a 3-car shootout for the victory in Vegas. Himmy Dimes is pulling to the inside line to overtake the McLaren. He got by the Alpine after getting in the wall, and he's now through. Down the Vegas Strip we go, and Pablos has, I think that looked like he let Gordon through there. What has been probably the mediocre season for Ferrari standards. Lock up by Gordon, that's going to affect the exit. So now we've got 1 straight to go. We've actually got 2 straights to go. We've got 1 DRS zone to go. It's all about what's the wings. How much effect will Slipstream have? Down the Vegas Strip we go. Are we going to see something similar to Charles Leclerc in 2023? I don't think it's close enough. Gordon's gaining on young Himmy Dimes, but the wonder from down under's got the gap. He's got it all covered for now. Out of the final couple of corners, we've got 1 more corner, the famous flat out left kink in Vegas, giving us a spectacle under the lights. But Ferrari are going to take the jackpot. It's young Himmy Dimes, the wonder from down under, taking victory in Vegas by 0.2 of a second ahead of Gordon. Pablos once again finishes in 3rd place. F1 Mallard, not seen him too often in the top 4. He will take 4th place in the race. 1 second ahead of TJ for the Aston Martin team. Good job there. As Ollie, good recovery into P6. Arrow's going to take 7th there, crowning off his first season as driving as the previous champion. But that crown has been passed over to the dominant force of Cookie. The Constructors' Champions finish in 9th and 16th.
And there you have it for the first time.